Next Level Guitar question and answer time with David Taub and Tim Gilberg.
We get a lot of emails at nextlevelguitar.com, and Tim and I try to answer all the emails personally, and if you're emailing us, we will get back to you, and we try to offer the best customer service out there and respond the fastest. But a lot of the questions we get a lot of the same questions over and over again. So
we're going to try to hit those right now.
Yeah, we thought we'd do a little impromptu Q&A and do some other stuff, and we do this every now and then. So you could tune in and check it out. One of the questions we get a lot, Tim, maybe you could address this, is we get a lot of questions from people. An email might sound like this. It might be like, hey, I really have always wanted to play the guitar, but I'm 35 years old or 40 years old. Is it really too late for me to start?
No, I started taking singing lessons last year, so I just joined a band. There's no, I saw a cool clip on YouTube with a bunch of older senior citizens that did a concert with a My Generation Who or something like that. It was direct, and they were 60 to 80. It's fun. It's better than sitting watching TV. I watch so little TV now. I watch YouTube videos and I practice guitar and play guitar, and it's just opened a whole new world for me.
You're never too old or too young, and learning an instrument will just bring endless joy to your life, and learning guitar especially. And you're never too old or too young to start doing that, and to start learning the instrument, learning songs, getting to the point, and going out there, setting a goal, and going out there and achieving it. You can do it.
You can do it.
The main thing is it's incredibly fun. It'll bring tremendous amount of joy to your life. We get emails. It's something if you're married, you could do with your wife, or you could do with your husband. If you have kids,
we've got a couple members that a dad and a son. They're playing out. He plays the drums. He doesn't even play guitar, and they're just it's just awesome.
Having fun. Or a mom got her son involved playing, a single mom. So it's something that you could do with your family, brothers and sisters, and we get emails from families and parents all over the world, and how learning the guitar, learning this instrument, really has opened up another avenue in their lives, and it's something where if you're practicing the right thing, and if you're following a structured plan like our plan at Next Level Guitar, you're gonna get better, and the more time you put into it practicing the right thing, you'll get better quicker. And then you can get to the point where you can play with other people, jam with your friends, or even if you want to just sit on your porch and strum some chords, we can help you with that, and we'll get you playing fast. If you follow our program, the results are guaranteed. We haven't had one person that we haven't been able to teach guitar to, and I haven't had one person in all my years of private teaching I haven't been able to teach guitar, so anybody can do it. And another thing is I get a lot of emails too. A common email, very common email, is people ask this question. They'll say, my hands are really small. I see you playing, David, and you have the big gargantuan hands. I have these tiny hands.
I heard they've been used as movie props.
Is that right? Yeah, I do have big hands, and is it an advantage?
You got that Faye, who's by the Empire State Building?
Oh, yeah. King Kong, yeah. I mean, having big hands certainly it helps. It's kind of like.
But there's always a plus and a minus to everything. You might have other things.
That's true.
You have the stretching, but someone with more petite or female.
You can't do precision work with a sledgehammer.
Yeah, so
that's right.
I mean, you take the tools you've been given.
That's right. But if you have small hands, it's no problem. You could still play, and there are things that you could do, because when you're first learning, you want to make it easy on yourself. You don't want to make it any harder than necessary. So they make guitars with shorter scales, meaning the distances between the frets are less, so you don't have to stretch as far. They also make guitars where the distances between the strings are less. Okay? They also make guitars where the body of the guitar, if it's an acoustic, is thinner, so it's easier to get your arm around if you're smaller or more petite. So there's lots of products on the market that can help help you in your journey. If you for the younger kids, they make what's called, like Fender makes a mini guitar, total working electric guitar, except it's really a lot smaller, because sometimes the kids who are 7, 8, 9, 10, their hands are really small. And this way they can, finger chords and be able to play. So having small hands is not a problem. I've had plenty of students with small hands, and you can do it. Small hands, large hands, or medium hands. No problem.
Cool. One interesting thing I see quite a bit, not quite a bit, but I see people that, only real guitar players or Guitar Hero or video games or which is better, and it's all good. I mean, if you're my take on it, if you're involved in music, it's great. I started playing guitar because my daughter got Guitar Hero, and I was like, if I can practice Guitar Hero for an hour a day, I can practice guitar.
Right.
We're members of NAMM, which is one of the largest retail music trade organizations, and they're wholeheartedly embracing Guitar Hero and getting that as a stepping stone for not just kids, but anyone to get in, because it's fun. It's instant. Video games are great because they're instant gratification, and if it gives you the stepping stone to move on to the guitar, great. If you just stay in Guitar Hero, great. If you're a master at Guitar Hero and you can do all levels, awesome. You're still doing music.
Right.
You know, you're still doing the beat. You're still doing rhythm. You got to do it in time.
It definitely helps, and it works the finger dexterity.
Yeah.
But after a while, if you're playing Guitar Hero for an hour or 2 hours a day, you might as well learn guitar.
Exactly. You're not going to have the same kind of progress, of course, on a video game. That's the beauty of video games and the instant gratification. That's kind of our society today.
Yeah.
But there's going to be a percentage of people. You're not going to have the huge. If you play Guitar Hero a day for 2-3 hours, you're going to have a big leap in 2-3 weeks. It's a little more gradual with the guitar, but it still can happen.
Exactly.
And you're going to separate yourself from the crowd. That's one of the big things.
People all over the world are liking Guitar Hero, and it's getting more and more people into guitar.
Plus, bringing classic rock back to the forefront.
Yeah, exactly. We were interviewed by a French news agency. And the reporter in France was telling me he got started, as lots of people did. He's playing guitar and he saw our YouTube videos, and he got started from Guitar Hero. And he said it's real big in France, and a lot of people in France and in other countries make that transition. And anybody can play guitar. And another question we get a lot is, I get lots of emails where they say, hey, you know, it's overwhelming. There's so much information out there. I want to play guitar. What do I do? Where do I start? How do I start to do it? And how do I start to use your website? And it's really easy. You know, there is a lot of information out there, and some of it's really good, and some of it's not so good. But we could talk about our website at nextlevelguitar.com. The thing about learning guitar is, if anyone wants to learn guitar or get their playing to the next level, you really need a structured plan. You really need to have that structure, and you really need to be practicing the right things. Everybody's busy, and you know, you don't want to waste your time practicing something that isn't going to help you in your guitar journey. So what we've done at Next Level Guitar is we've set up lessons and broke them into sections, and broke the lessons down further. And then on our website, if you want to get started on our website, and you've never played before, just go to lesson 1 in the beginner section and hit play. How easier than that is it? And the lessons are set up in a logical order, and as you go down in lessons, you'll start to advance, and it takes you right from the start of your guitar journey. You'll learn how to hold the guitar, how to hold the pick, how to strum, how to play chords, and yada yada yada, all the way down. We give you also practice regimens and practice routines along the way, so you know what to practice and you're practicing the right things. And as you go down the lessons and you're getting better, then we throw in things like ear training and other chords and progressions and song suggestions and rhythm, and you really start breaking into it. So it's very easy to get started. We even have a check system where as you finish a lesson, it checks it off the list. And in this way you can actually, you know, because we have over 330 lessons on the site, over 350 lessons on the site, so there's a lot of content. So this way it keeps everything nice and organized. All you really need is a guitar, and you should have a tuner. And you could use an electric guitar if you're more drawn to that, or an acoustic guitar, and go out and buy yourself. I have a lesson on there telling you what type of tuner you'd want to get, what kind. You can get a cheap $15 Korg tuner, and that's all you need. A pick, a guitar, a tuner, and you are ready to rock. And just dial up lesson 1, and away you go. And you'll be rocking out fast, fun, and having fun, and easy.
Right on.